Hey, good morning. Well, good afternoon. It's 1:25. I'm on here. I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about my encounter with the Lord. Okay, the day that the Lord was done with me, doing all what I wanted to do, I was getting messages on my phone. I was telling me where to go and hurry up and all kinds of stuff. I really wasn't understanding. Okay, so anyway, but my radio in my truck would pop up and say, "You are sick." I wasn't understanding that either. Well, anyway, so I figured I'd better go to the hospital. Well, anyway, I brought my dog over to a friend of mine's. And mind you, I'm not listening to no radio right now because I'm in deep spiritual thought. Ain't nothing like that. I'm gonna tell you. There ain't much time to tell y'all this. I don't have, and there is a lot to tell you. Maybe I'll do a live or something and tell you the rest. But anyway, so I get back out in my truck after dropping my dog off, and I had a joint, and I had some other stuff in my hand. I'm going to the hospital, right? And I got to get this too. So I crunked my truck, and Hell's Bells by AC/DC was playing so loud in my truck in the beginning, like don. Man, it was so loud it shook me to my core. It wasn't of this world, I'm gonna tell you that. So I looked at my phone after turning it down all the way, and I'm still hearing it. I threw that stuff out my hand. I'm looking at my phone and it says 1 hour and 15 minutes left. I done heard trains and seen wind blowing, and I mean, just literally shook me to my core. So I'm going slow because I'm thinking that I'm going to get in an accident and I'm not going to make it to go get saved. But I'm going to a church before I go to that hospital, I'm going to tell you that. So I go to the first church. Nobody there. There was a convention center across the street, and they had the doors locked and everything. So I go and I'm knocking at the door. I'm trying to get in and everything because there's people in there. So I'm going back to my truck. I look at my phone and it said time's up. I was like, man, I'm rattling them doors trying to get in. So somebody comes to the door, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am. I need to speak to a preacher." The preacher's gone already. Well, when's he going to be back? Can anybody save me? Come in. Nobody in there could do that. I mean, anybody that has the Lord on their side, you can lead someone to Christ. But nobody did. Nobody offered or anything like that, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they didn't feel comfortable enough to do that. So anyway, I left, but mind you, I heard a train already, so I'm scared to go over the tracks on the other side of town. Well, I did. I went to that church. Nobody was there. No parsonage, no nothing. Nobody was there. Okay, so I'm going from house to house to house to house, trying to find where the preacher lives. Finally, I came to a girl. She helped me. She led me to Christ. I had gotten saved whenever I was young and everything, but I stepped far away from God. I didn't want nothing to do with God. Even though I knew of Him. And, I knew that Jesus Christ died on the cross and everything. But I wasn't satisfied, and I was going to hell. Because He told me You're headed down the road of destruction, Sean. I mean, he was talking to me through my phone, through my radio. Whenever I'd put on, like, other music, it would pop up and say stop. Because, like, I would be singing with it. It'd say stop. And I'm like, I was showing people that was in the truck with me and everything. You see, I'm telling you, it's talking to me. It wasn't me just being on drugs. But anyway, yeah, I know this, I'm fumbling around and everything, but yeah, I was in that state of confusion like that. And, that was back in 2022. Look, man, it scared me to death. I mean, it scared the daylights out of me, especially whenever that radio come on like that. And I know I didn't have that radio on, and it was playing Hell's Bells. Boy, that shook me to my core, man. I mean, I was, woo, freaking out. But it didn't stop there, man. So I went to the hospital. They said nothing was wrong with me, nothing, Well, why am I sick? Because I was sick in the head. I was sick in my heart. And the Lord was telling me that I was sick. And you know how it says in the Bible that people that are sick need a doctor. Well, people that are also sick need Jesus Christ when they're sick in their heart and they're not close with Jesus. We could develop all kinds of illnesses and everything not walking with Him. When we walk with Him, He protects us. He loves us. And He wants to take care of us. He wants us to be saved. He wants us to come home with Him. And if we don't get saved and walk with Him, He's not going to know us. And He's just going to say, depart from me. I never knew you. What do you think that's going to feel like? Man, that is some words that I don't want to hear Jesus Christ say to me. That man took every bit of our sins on His back, on that cross, carried that cross all the way up that mountain, and then got nailed to it, was beaten all the way there, spit on, kicked, called all sorts of names. I mean, he was done some kind of fierce. He was done so wrong. And for anyone to deny Him and say that they don't want to have nothing to do with Him, even if you're not saying it, your actions speak louder than words. We need to all get right with Jesus. There's nothing wrong with doing something right. There's nothing wrong with trying to be right. Trust me, you're not ever going to miss out on something that you've done before. Just think, you could be doing something fantastic for the Lord and Him bless you. And even if you don't get it here on earth, you're going to get it up in heaven, and that's where it's going to count. That's where you're going to see so much beauty, and it's just going to be wonderful. Don't do that to you or Him. Don't deny you. Don't deny Him, because He will deny you to the Father. But yeah, there's too many things that I could say and everything. I need to sit down and write it all down so that I could get on a live and share it with y'all if y'all would want to hear it. It's something else, let me tell you. It was a ride. A ride I don't never want to take again. That was scary. It was scary, but I was going to hell. And He told me straight up, you headed down that road of destruction, Sean. And He was talking to me audibly. Let me tell you, it was scary. Hey, God bless y'all. And if y'all would like to hear a live, y'all leave a comment. All right, bye. God bless you.